What up? What up? What up? What up? What's cracking with my people? What's up? What's up with everybody up out there, man? I hope that everybody having a good day today. As today, some fans are not as pleased with what has taken place. Some are happy. Some people got some of their wishes going on. But yo, college football is the world has shaken up. It has begun. Everything what we thought it was going to be. It has done that. Some teams have lost and given upsets that we didn't think that would lose. Um, but I will open up the show with this and saying this, right? Now, I get we got brand biasness and everything that's going on, right? And with Miami losing to an unranked Syracuse team, although they were number 6, right, on the polls. If you're going to keep, and I get it, Ohio State was number 2. They're 4 places above Miami. But if you're going to keep Ohio State in the college football playoffs, then I think you got to do the same thing with Miami. Why? Well, Miami is high. They're the number 1 scoring offense in all of college football. I don't care what their schedule was like and who they played on their schedule. They scored the points that they were supposed to score against the opponents they were supposed to score on, right? So, with that being said, they're number 1 in that category. They're the scoring offense and a few others. And then you have a team like Ohio State where they're talented. They're not over the how should I put this? They're not real sexy in the categories, leading in certain categories or whatever, but they're Ohio State, and it's just been shaken up. And we gotta have these conversations. We got to have the conversations, man, about what do you think that's going on? What do y'all think that's going on in college football? What's some of y'all thoughts? You know what I mean? Me personally, and I'm gonna keep it going. Because I got to look at a lot of the stats and get some of these not some of the stats, but the college football playoff the way that the rankings are as of right now, because Ohio State loses, they were at number 2. Penn State won, Notre Dame won, Miami loses, they were at number 6. Georgia barely beat Georgia Tech, but they won nonetheless. They were at number 7. So you got to move Georgia up, you got to move Tennessee up, and you have to move SMU up. Also Indiana, right? And I'm guessing with SMU, Indiana, and Tennessee, you got to replace and put Miami and Ohio State somewhere in there. But also, we can't forget that Clemson will be playing SMU for the ACC championship game, and which puts another little dilemma up in there now, because Clemson's 9-2, SMU's 10-1. If Clemson was to beat SMU, now what happens there? Do you pull Miami up and leave Miami in there? Because at this point, I don't know. If I'm a Miami fan, right? I'm mad and I'm disappointed in the loss with Syracuse today, but I'm not overly disappointed. And I'll speak on that. And I'm kind of bouncing around. I know I'll get right back to the rankings and everything, but I want to explain why I wouldn't be upset. I was so upset because Cal McCord had the one bad game versus Pitt, right? He threw all those interceptions against that very talented Pitt defense that was not consistent. Although they played very well every single game, but they just didn't play the way that they played versus Syracuse. Had they played that the way they played for Syracuse with that same intensity versus Clemson and everybody else they faced, Pitt would be undefeated right now. But that offense just it doesn't match the defense over there, and they have to get more offense at Pitt. Nonetheless, Cal McCord is a very good quarterback, in my opinion. And he showed that today. We have not seen, and I was just talking to Shad actually, and we were kind of chopping it up about this. We haven't seen Syracuse play like this since Georgia Tech. They played an outstanding game offensively. Like LaQuint Allen is being coached by Saquon Barkley, ex running back coach. So his coach is over there. the guy coached Saquon Barkley, and he's arguably what the NFL's MVP this year. You can argue that, and then, you know what I mean. If he was, because it's a quarterback trophy, it's driven by quarterbacks in the league, but you got to be looking at Derrick Henry or Saquon to be in that conversation and highly regarded, because running backs are they're undervalued like crazy. They're undervalued, and you got to be looking at that. I don't know if anybody's trying to pop in or not, but I did leave the link to the show in the chat. But when you get to looking at that, right? LaQuint Allen is a hell of a running back. He's definitely going to the NFL. In my opinion, he should be a first round pick, but running backs are undervalued. But a running back like him that could catch out of the backfield, run routes, he's very good between the tackles, outside of the tackles. He has the speed, he has the size, he has all the measurables, and air quote, everything that stereotypes what everybody wants in a running back. LaQuint Allen has very underrated running back, very underrated quarterback. You can argue that receiving staff over there at Syracuse is the best receiver core in the, you can argue damn near in the nation, because all three of those receivers show up game in and game out. It's not one receiver that stands way above the rest. They're leading the ACC. This was a sleeper game for a lot of people who are not into college football as much as we may be, because the stats can be misleading at times, but in this case with Syracuse, they're just not. Syracuse, they had everything there, and had they been consistent on a consistent basis, we're looking at a totally different football team here at Syracuse. So I don't know if you put that much damning of a loss on Miami, right? Because Syracuse is not, and I hate to say this about Big Blue. Shout out to Big Blues and shout out to all the Michigan fans, but they're not this year's Michigan, and that's just what it is. And if you're gonna knock out Miami out of the college football playoffs, then I would highly say and highly have to think about that Ohio State can't go neither. But with this year's committee and the way that they're running things, it's a fine line, and it's kind of unorthodox, and it's not normal. It's not the way things used to be with the BCS system and a 4-team playoff system. It's not the same, and it puzzles a lot of people out there that been following college football for years, because they're like, what's going on here? Like, they should be out. Like, we were talking about knocking Notre Dame out if Notre Dame had lost to SC, but SC, their record mirrored Michigan's, right? And SC and Michigan, granted, SC Miller Moss, he's somewhere in what a late second round, early third round pick right now on some people's big boards as a quarterback, but look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? I know we say stats can be misleading, but the numbers just don't lie, right? They're there. Now, can stats be misleading? Absolutely, but the numbers don't lie, and it's there. Like, don't take my word for it. You take your time out and you go and look, and you'll see that this team is this Syracuse team is a very good team, and you can't. And I don't know if they're going to knock Miami for that. I think they may look at that, and then to look at the fact that Miami didn't lose by 10 or 15 points. Miami only lost this game by a couple of points, right? They didn't get blown out in this game. This game was a very close game. It was the shootout we thought it was going to be. And now there was some mistakes that some Miami fans will probably be upset with, Jacoby George. And then, and it's some of the calls, like questioning the call at the end of the game, 4th and goal. Do we kick the field goal, or do we put the game in Cam Ward's hands? Because if I'm the head coach and I put the game in Cam Ward's hand and Cam Ward doesn't make it, we're going to be upset. Now we're going to be blaming it on bad coaching. Why not take the 3 points and try to get the defense? I get it. Miami had no answer for Syracuse, but on the other hand, Syracuse had no answer for Miami. They hit home with a couple of, in my opinion, with a couple of blitzes that I think should have been picked up, but they attacked each other's weaknesses. It was a great football game between two football teams, and I think that they should absolutely be considered to stay in the college football playoff. Now, if Clemson beats SMU, I definitely think that too. You should be thinking about putting these one of those two ACC teams in there, because this late and to take an L like that, it possibly could be good. But I just don't know what to say about that, because now Ohio State is not, and they go back to the rankings, right? Ohio State is not in the college football playoff. Well, they're going to be in the college football playoff, but in my opinion, they probably shouldn't be. But you got such a dilemma there, because now Penn State is going to be playing Oregon in the Big Ten championship game. And you got Indiana and Ohio State on the outside looking in. But Indiana lost to Ohio State in blowout fashion. You can say they got dominated that game. They're not used to these big games. I think that a different team will probably show up today. They played slow, methodical ball today versus Purdue. They didn't go out there trying to run the score up like how they did on everybody else. And I think had they went out there with the type of game that they played today, with Ohio State, even though it was Purdue, just the style of play, like, we're going to take what the defense is giving us. We're going to play smart ball and convert, on first down, not play behind the sticks, on early downs. Let's get 3 or 4 yards and let's convert. Then I think that they would have gave Ohio State a better run for the money. However, I did think that Indiana had a chance to beat Ohio State, and this is why. And this is exactly why I thought. Now, if Michigan, what we say, air quote, no quarterback, can beat Ohio State with just defense pretty much, and they held Ohio State to 10 points. That's another thing too. Ohio State just didn't lose to an unranked team. They lost to an unranked team that held them to only 10 points. Miami lost a game. Yeah, they gave up 42 points, but they also scored 38 points. Like, I don't know what the committee is actually thinking, but they got their work cut out for them. Notre Dame is absolutely right now on a hot streak. I think they're on a hot streak, and I think that they're going to be tough to lay down. They're going to be tough to get through. I'm sorry to say that for a lot of people. Penn State has been getting better for these past 3 games. That offense has picked up. They're right behind Riley Leonard and that run game over there with Love and those other running backs they got going on. They're playing tough defense, as we know that a Marcus Freeman team will do. They will play defense as him. That's his background, is defense, period. So they are going to do that. And man, I mean, what could we really say there? There's not much to argue. But I do think that they're a hot team at the right time. Notre Dame is, and they're looking very scary right now in my eyes, and with my opinion. Now SMU, they're picking up too, but I just don't think that SMU is going to get out. I don't think that they're going to win the college football playoff. Will they probably get in? Probably, but and as the ACC, they probably look like they're the better team. But I think that Miami could beat SMU. I do think so. I just don't think that they have now. They have the coaching, they got the team. I just don't think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that they have that dominant run game, or those that Syracuse with LaQuint Allen, or Miami with Damian Martinez and Fletcher has. I don't think that, what I mean, and I could be wrong, but I have to see it again. I watched a couple of Syracuse's games in condensed version, and I've watched a lot of Miami ball. I've watched a ton of ACC ball, period, all the way down to the weakest teams, Wake Forest and everybody else. So I do think that SMU is a good football team, but I just don't think that. I think you can make them one-dimensional, but it does scare me that with Miami, because they had some problems with stopping the run. We've seen that, and obviously today that showed. And Syracuse and Fran Brown was able to capitalize upon that. And you got to take their hat off to them, man. But this playoff ranking stuff, man, and I got a question I'm gonna address. I don't give a damn. What's up, man? What's going on? You said Miami has been flirting with Destiny the whole season. Yeah, they have. I have to agree. I have to agree with that. Miami has been playing around with their food, so to speak, this entire season. They've been like spotting people points. I don't know if that's the way that it goes, but today they came out in fashion. The offense came out on fire. They came out. That team was like, look, we got to get to the college football playoff. They went up 21 nothing on Syracuse, and you got to tip your cap to Syracuse and Fran Brown and that coaching staff over there, because they came back from that deficit. You look up and it was gone, and it was gone, and sometimes you can put it on the players, but we have as coaches, you have to accept that and say that that was my mistake for not having my players ready for that space. Like just thinking the game was already over, in the first quarter. The game was over in the first half, 20 up 21 nothing on Syracuse, and you blinked and Syracuse come back. And they were not doing that the whole entire season. Normally, let's say 5 games ago, you play the same Syracuse team. I think Miami wins this handily. They probably win 38-7. You know what I mean? Because Syracuse would have just given up, but they didn't. They fought back. The coaching staff over there, they did a phenomenal job. And in his first year, he wasn't handed the best football team, but he wasn't handed the worst football team neither. But in his first year, Fran Brown went to a Syracuse team and he improved. I mean, I think they won 6 games last year, because I think USF blew them out in a bowl game, or did they blow USF out? I can't remember. It was one or the other, but I think they only won 6 games last year, and now they're at 9. I think that with their 9 games now, right, would be Miami. So, and only 3 losses, a couple of losses. So you got to tip your cap to the Fran Brown in Syracuse, man. He deserves a lot of praise coming from a lot of us out here, because he turned that football team around and they're doing what they're doing. But I don't think Miami deserves to be out of the college football playoff at all, in my opinion. And it's just because of who they lost to. Syracuse is a tough team. Just look at the stats for yourself. I mean, I can pull them up all day, and we could talk about the stats, but they're there for everybody to see. It's the same thing I got, the same thing y'all have access to, right? And it's there. That receiving core, Pena, what is it, Gaskin? I can't remember their names right off top, but they're good. They're good, man. And Meeks and Jody Meeks, they're real good. They're good right receivers, man. Some of the best in the ACC, you can say, this year, statistically anyway. You know what I mean? You got to brag about that. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the Texas game right now. I got to check the scores. I don't know. Somebody help me out there. I'm going through the scores right now. I don't see the Texas game. Maybe it's at the top of my page. Got to refresh the page and look at it real quick to see if they're up or not, if they're winning or if they've won the game. So they are winning 17-0 handily, which I thought Texas would win that game. Oregon's beating Washington 28-14 right now, and that's good. I mean, look, those teams, they handle in business. So for the most part, we'll see Texas probably move up to the number 2 spot. Penn State probably a move up to the number 3 spot for right now. And I mean, but with Penn State and Oregon being the top teams, that helps the Big Ten tremendously. I think that helps Ohio State a lot more than Miami and SMU and Clemson. They're arguably in there. Clemson sitting at that 12th spot. Boise should be in there. Indiana moves up. So the Big Ten. Now, another thing is South Carolina beating Clemson today. And a team that Clemson lost at home to a very tough South Carolina team. What happens now? Like now this becomes a real thing. Now, a lot of people were banking on Texas A&M to beat Texas. Sorry, your feelings might be getting hurt. The game is not over. It's not over, but Texas is a really good football team. And I don't think no more shaking up in the SEC is going to happen. But Alabama's won. They're at 13. So I think they hold that spot if somebody's going to slide in there. So Georgia pretty much has to win the SEC championship game. And if I'm not mistaken, right, A&M are, they're a 3-loss team. So if Georgia does not beat, they have to win. Because if Georgia loses, then another 3-loss team from the SEC is going to go in probably, y'all. And out of those teams, out of all the 3-loss teams, I would have to say Ole Miss right now. Ole Miss. I would like to see Ole Miss in there. Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin, and those guys to get another chance. But South Carolina showed up to win. Ole Miss lost. I don't want to congratulate losers. You know what I'm saying? Like you lost. You had your destiny in your hands. You lost. South Carolina's been clawing back. They've been coming up week by week. And they can't got off to a bad start. They lost a couple games they probably shouldn't have lost. But then they just been coming back. And they've been on a streak, man. So I think that you would have to think about putting South Carolina in there. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? From just looking at the numbers and what I got here pulled up on the screen. As of right now, South Carolina is a team, a very dangerous 8-3 team, 3-loss SEC team that I don't think a lot of these, I think they can get with a lot of the top 10 teams. I'm being real. I think they have the defense to do it. Will Lenore Sellers show up? That's the question with them. Will Lenore Sellers show up? And right now, we got Iowa State probably trying to play to get into the Big 12 championship. That's what's riding on that line. They got to win. Arizona State blew. Ooh, I forgot about Arizona State, but they got to play to get in. And I think, it's crazy to say this, y'all, but I think it's a little disrespectful. Although there is a lot of G5 programs that went into the Big 12, I think that's a little disrespectful not trying to put 2 in from the Big 12, seeing what's going on all over college football. I do think, the top of the Big 12 teams they can get with some of these teams, man. They can give them a decent game. I know they'll probably not win those games, but do they deserve to be in there? Probably, yeah, man. They played their ass off, man. Getting one win is not easy, but hey, we don't know what's going to happen with that. Colorado's just waiting to see what's going on with the Iowa State game right now, playing Kansas State. I don't know if they're up right now or not. I could check on that really quick just to see what's going on. But I'm gonna answer some questions real quick. I'll put the link to the show up in there for anybody that want to jump up on there with me, conversate. If not, I'm gonna keep it rolling anyway. But I don't give a damn. You said the committee is for sure gonna get Miami the hell up out of the top 10, and that's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Because of who they played. Like, once again, who they played, I think that's crazy. I do. That's just my opinion, though. You said I still can't believe Miami spent 15 to $10 million in the transfer portal and still can't beat a Michigan team without its best player on offense. Crazy. And I think it's 20 million. But you might be in the right range. You might be more in the right range. I thought it was 20. It was reported 20 million. But that's what I'm saying. For them to beat Indiana, right? Ohio State took care of business versus Indiana, right? But Indiana, they beat Michigan and Ohio State, and they scored more points on Michigan than what Ohio State did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and then, so now you got Ohio State losing to an unranked team. And like I said earlier in the live, if we're looking at this from take the Michigan out of it for a second, y'all. Let's take Michigan out of it. This is a Big Ten team that's 6-5, 3-4, playing at Ohio State at the shoe, and they beat Ohio State and hold them to 10 points. And what do you do? What do you do with a team like that? They're up out of there. They're gone. They're gone. You're not even entertaining the idea of keeping them in there. They're gone. And in whatever system, the 14 playoff system, the BCS, in this system, that is a hell of a loss. And I get it. It's the same thing that just happened in Miami. So we got to say Miami gone. But all I'm saying is if Miami is gone, out of the top, and they probably should, four spaces, lost to an unranked team, although it was Syracuse, a very underrated team, unranked team, but to lose to a team like Michigan, and I got to give them their props. I'm giving them their props, but y'all know where I'm talking about. It don't even matter to a Michigan fan. It don't even matter what I'm saying. They're not even feeling. They don't even feel no malice towards me right now saying that, because they beat Ohio State today. That's all that mattered. Period. That's all that mattered. But yes, they lost to them. So you got to knock both of them out. And I know, I get it. They're number 2 team. They're a number 2 team, Trucking. You can't take a number 2 team program like Ohio State and take them out of the college football playoff, but they lost to an unranked 6-5 team that was 3-4. 3-4 in the Big Ten. Or were they 4-4 in the Big Ten? I can't remember. I think they were 4-4 in the Big Ten before they played Ohio State today. And now they came up over 500, just made a bowl game and took care of business at the shoe and got held to 10 points. Junkins, Smith, Will Howard, Mbuka, Sawyer, all them NFL talent they got, Caleb Downs, all those guys, and they lose. Man, I'm upset if I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm upset by today's loss, right? I am. It's just I am. If I'm a Michigan fan, I'm extremely happy. If I'm a Miami fan, I'm upset about this loss. I am. Because I understand that my hopes might be over. But for Ohio State, I think it should be the same thing, man. Although they are a 2-loss team, and now you got to be thinking on the other side, because does a 3-loss team actually deserve to be in the playoffs? That I think that supports the argument. When an unranked team can beat 2 of your top 10 teams, absolutely a 3-loss team should be able to get into the college football playoffs, and 2 Big Ten teams should probably be able to get in. I know I sound crazy. I get it. I know I'm unorthodox, and it's just different than what everybody else is hearing. But hear me, like, come on, people. They lost 2 unranked football teams. Come on, like that should be everything, right? That's everything said. Oh, rivalry games. We talking rival. These are rivalry games, and that shouldn't matter. And all that goes into that, and people want to play on that tip. But come on, man. Come on. What's up, Zion? I got Zion in the building. What's up, Zion? What's up, brother?
That's good, Chad.
Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. You know, man, out here talking, my regular, normal, crazy routine. And I know people probably watching or listening like, man, Chubbs be on some other shit sometimes. Like, is dude cool?
You
What's
watching
up?
those crazy games? Nah, I'm just watching the game. I just came on my phone, looked at my phone to see you was on.
Okay, what's up? What's up with Now, I mean, I ain't watching the games right now, obviously, because I'm live. But it's like I was just thinking about, like, what's the worst loss today? Ohio State losing to Michigan, or Miami losing to Syracuse? To you,
Ohio State, because they came in 19-point favorites.
absolutely,
And
absolutely,
for Michigan to come in to their house, they don't have no QB1.
none.
Will Johnson didn't play today.
And still can't beat them. And they spent $20 million in a portal and still can't beat a team.
I
And
forgot. I forgot about that. I didn't bring that up. I forgot about that.
that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Like, all I'm saying, and I guess I'm trying to make the point that
All this shows, Chubb, because I was talking to my cousin earlier about it. I
Yeah.
was doing my thing and talking to him
Mm-hmm.
about it. This is going to equal out from the SEC down every team. The SEC is no longer going to be dominant because we seen Louisville spank Kentucky today.
Spanking.
We seen Georgia should have lost to Georgia Tech yesterday if they had a competent ass if they had a competent refs, because that hit on Haynes King on that 4th and 1 that fumbled the ball,
Yeah.
that was a
Targeting.
that was targeting, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think they could say it, but they could have. But targeting and call penalties are reviewable. By the way, everybody out there listening, targeting penalties are reviewable. I hate to pull it down to that game because they should have never let Georgia back in that game in the first
Oh,
place.
they
But
were winning that game, bro. They were winning that game, bro.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But for Georgia to have, and I mean, like I said, me and my cousin was talking, for Georgia to have all that talent, I get it, it's a rival, but all that talent you got,
What
and
up,
you
Cliff?
struggling with Georgia Tech,
Come on up, Cliff. Let's talk about it.
Listen, you struggling with Georgia Tech, and I heard all off season. Oh, Carson Beck, #1 quarterback getting drafted in the NFL. #1 quarterback, the best defense. Blah 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 blah. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
Right. Right. You're right. Hey, I can't even argue that. And then I don't know if you was watching the overtime game, but Kirby Smart kept calling timeouts after they were lined up, and he would see what formation they was running. He know who he was playing against, right? Because the guy was the offensive coordinator obviously was working for Kirby Smart at one point in time, right?
They play against each other, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Right. So he was on Kirby Smart's staff. So Kirby kind of knows his mind and knows what kind of offense he wants to run. Um, and he kept calling timeout. Like, you didn't get hip to that after the first 2 times. You didn't get hip to that after the first 2 times. Like, he's like, okay, he gonna call a timeout. So let me show him this formation. But then after the timeout, we gonna go into this and run it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's different when the pressure's on and you in the game. I get it, because with me looking at it, us looking at the game, it looks totally different than what, you know what I'm saying, it actually is for a coach out there. What's up, Cliff? What's going on?
What's going on, Trucking?
Ain't nothing, man. The Godfather has arrived, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen. The Godfather has
I
arrived.
I got something to say, and I've been wanting to get this shit off my chest for weeks now.
Go
I,
ahead and
li-
get it out.
I like how y'all come. I like how you go live when CU loses and they win. I don't like when they win and motherfuckers don't. You don't see motherfuckers for weeks, bro. Have that same energy, bro.
Oh, me?
No, not you. I'm just saying people
Okay.
in general that root against.
Uh-huh.
I own up to my shit when I say 5 and 7. They exceeded my expectations.
I owned up to it also, did I not?
You're my
Yep.
witness, Cliff.
Yeah, I owned up to mine too. They exceeded my expectations, and I'm happy that they did.
Did I
I'm
not
happy
own
that
up
they
to
did.
it?
But no,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
Chuck.
no. I wasn't talking about you, Chubby. I'm just saying
No,
in general.
he's not talking about you.
I'm not talking about you, Chubby. I'm just saying in general. When they win, you don't see motherfuckers for weeks. When they lose, you hop on and want to talk. Like, nah, come on when they win too, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta give them their props, man. You gotta give CU their props, man.
You gotta
CU be
give them
doing their thing, man. They did
Come
their
on,
thing.
they got the same record as Bama, bro.
They did their thing this year. That Dion, that season that they put together, Coach Prime put together, is phenomenal, man. He proved me all the way wrong, as far as record prediction. Now, as far as me talking about with the team, some of the things that they need, I thought they needed to do, it was right on point with that. But as far as record prediction, yeah, I
Bro,
was wrong with record prediction for sure.
they got a lot to work on still, bro. They're not there yet. I'm not about to be out here calling them a national championship. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna have no Travis Hunter and Shador next year. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. Even with them this year, they wasn't winning no natty, bro. No, they're not. They players, they have it. Team, it's not there yet, bro.
That offensive line, man. That offensive
It's not,
line
it's
ain't
not,
there, man.
It's trash, bro. It's still trash. They still gave up 40-something sacks. That's bad.
They'll tell you all of those ain't on Shador.
No, majority of them is not on. No, majority of them is not on the line. It's half of those. Okay, I would say 25. About 20 to 25 of those sacks are on Shador.
I would like to see somebody count those up. That's something that BIP will do. Buffton Prime. Shout out to Buffton Prime and those guys, man. No malice over here, man. He been doing a fantastic job with his. I like his work, man. He be doing a video breakdown of all the Buff games, man, and some other teams too. He does. He been doing a phenomenal job, though. Shout out to him. That's something that he would have to do, though. That's something that somebody need to go over there and ask him to do. Break that down. I think he gets access to the DV sports film, and your platform has to be at a certain level in order for DV to even fuck with you, right? And because I've been trying to get the film, I've been texting people and asking them about it, and you got to have a certain following and certain amount of people liking your videos. Like I get a whole bunch of people that'll watch me on a replay, but people don't like hitting the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's like it don't cost nothing. But the long story short, though, you got to have a certain amount of. He got access to the film, right? So he get to do replays and highlights, and he gets to talk about the film and put it on YouTube without it being copyright strict for it. So that's something that he would have to do, though. You know what I'm saying? And break that down, because I don't even think that many sacks are on Shador this year. To be honest, I would say if he got sacked 40 times, I would honestly say 15 of those sacks was, and this is just off top from watching him play this year. I would say 15 is on Shador, but I will put the other ones on the offensive line because you know what I'm saying.
Yes, majority of them are on the offensive line. I'm not gonna say that, but half of those sacks are on him, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen this sometimes. I've seen him have to step up, and
the game yesterday, the motherfucker got the running back in the flat, dump it off to the running back. You get the first down. You're holding on to the ball, looking for the big play. Like, come on.
But can we agree that they made significant improvement on that offensive line from this previous season? Considering they brought in transfers, it's just man, give us back. It's considered they brought in transfers, and things of that nature. They improved a lot. Now, I would have liked to see them run more, but hey, it is what it is. They were successful with what they did. I'm glad Shador really didn't get killed, but that's some things he's going to have to work on when he gets to the next level. Getting the ball out of his hands, and stepping up in the pocket. But besides that, he's A-okay with me. I don't have no other, problem with him. To me, I'm like I said, I'm elated. I'm happy. I just want to know who they go play in the bowl game.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The way Kansas State playing right now, bro, it look like CU might just be heading to that bowl game, bro.
No, Kansas State is losing. If they lose, Iowa State and what's the name in the Big 12 championship already?
Yeah,
it'll be Iowa State and
Arizona State, right?
Or Arizona State. Yeah.
If it goes to that, ain't nobody gonna watch that.
I'm thinking. BYU play tonight, and I'm thinking BYU is gonna make it easy on everybody. I think they just go win.
We don't know. We do not know.
We don't. Because this season has been crazy. I mean, I'm happy because my boys took care of business today, so I'm good.
Right. Let's talk about
y'all
it.
Y'all ran back two pick sixes, bro. 99 yards
and 100. Yes,
107 or 102.
And see, that's what I tell people. We got young corners because two of both the corners is hurt. I think they'll be back for the bowl game. But our defense still travels. And I'm gonna say this: that quarterback for USC, he ain't no flash in the pan type of cat. He's gonna be good.
But Lincoln Riley, bro, you need to go there, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, Miller Moss. Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
so, man.
no, he's talking about Jaden Mayava.
Yep.
Okay, my via.
Yeah.
Okay, my via. Oh yeah, I forgot. UNLV's old quarterback, my via, went to USC. He's been starting. Yeah, my via is nice. Yeah, he is. He nice.
But
he young though. He young. He only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley can't keep on spewing out the same bullshit year after year.
Yeah,
like
losing players and stuff like that. Yeah, he got to keep talent around that young man.
Bro,
I don't know how it's so hard,
bro. They can't even fill up. They can't even fill up their stadium, bro. That's sad.
It is sad. It is. It's very sad because
how do you? Go ahead, Joe.
Nah, you good. Go cook, bro.
I just want to understand how you, as a college student, go to that game and be like, "Yeah, this is where I want to go to." I'll be embarrassed as a fan, bro.
Well, you know what? The only reason why now they still going because it's Southern California, G.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't get a team that's California, like Cliff. Like, you could be the head coach in Cal at Southern Cal and get players that want to go there. It's Cali,
right?
Cali, dog.
Bro, the players from Cali don't even want to play for USC, bro. They going to Bama.
Like, how you not getting California? Look, California. What is it? In no particular order, California, Texas, and Florida hold some of the most talent in the whole United States when it comes to football. Let's just call it what it is. I'm from PA. PA get a couple of players here and there, but that's where the most talent is, right? And so one of your dominant teams has to be from there. Like, why can't you keep the California kids in California? That is crazy to me. Modern day ain't that in Cali?
Yeah, it's in Cali, but you know why though, right? That finesse shit, it won't. Me and Cliff said it. The finesse shit is not gonna work in the Big Ten, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it ain't. Yeah. But you gotta be able to pass. Like you can't be a pass first team in the Big Ten, and none of college football that asked me, but you gotta be able to do it in the Big Ten to be one of the top Big Ten teams. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a quarterback that can pass that ball.
But we just seen Michigan beat the number 2 team with no passing, bro.
None, bro. None. And held him to 10 points. Held him to 10 points.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, like, do they keep Ohio State in the college football playoff after this devastating loss?
You know they are. Because if they got they got at 13 at 10-3, bro, they just waiting for one of them teams to lose. And they are like Miami, they out of the top 10, bro.
So now I think that, and if they do keep Ohio State in there, I think that opens the door, y'all, to let a 3-loss SEC team get into the college football playoff.
They're gonna let Bama in, bro.
You know what? I don't like that. I don't even want them to let Bama in. I want it to be the 3 FBC teams that it was. I said the only other team that I say should possibly get in besides Bama is South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
South Carolina, they might make it, but look at this though. Clemson just lost to South Carolina, and Clemson is going to the ACC championship.
Right.
Miami just lost to Syracuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is sick.
But look at this. Look at these stats, bro. Look at these, bro. Cal McCord is leading the SEC, the college football right now. He's leading them right now. Right now, he's by 20 yards. He's 20 over Shedeur.
Hold on. Now, Shedeur got more passing yards than Cam Ward?
Yeah, right now.
So they didn't add up Cam Ward's yardage?
I don't know. I think they did. I think this is already updated.
What did Cam Ward pass for today?
Cam Ward, I can't remember. I don't know what he passed for today. Let me look it up real quick. I'm looking at it right now. 349.
Okay, so he got over 4,000.
349. Okay, so
Is Shador at 4,000 yet?
nah, yeah,
Close.
he close. He close. He close.
So
He need like 70-something yards to go over 4,000 for the regular
So-
season.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty,
No, he's not winning nothing, bro.
he's 300 yards shy of
Bro,
The
Barry
top two
Sanders'
quarterbacks
record.
in the
Aston Genty's family should be boycotting or telling Boise State stop running this boy out in the dirt. They're running this man in the. He's hurt. Y'all do know he's hurt, right?
Yeah, his elbow.
I didn't know he hurt.
Yeah, his elbow or his forearm. One of them is hurt.
The man is hurt, and they running him 30 times a game.
Well, he didn't run that much the last game. He already had his 200.
He had 37 carries yesterday.
He had 37?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
That man going crazy right now. I tell you that. He going.
You know
crazy
what?
Right now.
You know what? If I was NFL scouts, I'd tell him, listen, we know what you can do. Don't even come to the combine. Heal up.
Look at that.
He got to heal up.
Look at him. He
But that's
want
not
that
nothing.
record.
But that ain't nothing we ain't seen. But I've been telling Boise. I've been going back and forth to Boise State.
He want that record.
He ain't doing nothing I ain't seen Melvin Gordon do, bro. Against better competition.
Bro, I don't. Ayo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, John. Like,
I don't know.
you can compare him to anybody else, but when a motherfucker running for over 2,000 yards in football, period,
Right.
is phenomenal. I don't give a fuck who you doing against. I don't care.
How much times have we seen a 2,000-yard back?
But I'm saying, like, look to me. I mean, they come what? You act like a 2,000-yard rusher just come a dime a dozen.
Not in a long time. About 20 years.
Because
it ain't been no 20 years since we got the last 2,000-yard rusher, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Go look it up.
Who was the last 2,000 rushing call?
Oh boy.
Go look it up right now, Chubb.
Because I don't even think Derrick Henry's Heisman year he rushed for 2,000.
The last 2,000-yard rusher in college football, right?
Yep.
Remember, Donnell Pumphrey did it at San Diego State.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I forgot all about it.
So, what are y'all saying?
I'm saying, well, when was that?
It was not that long. It wasn't no 20 years ago.
No, I'm just saying, but they ain't coming no damn.
in the Mountain West.
But bro, that is still a good damn fleet, though, bro. That ain't.
But we've seen this shit already, bro.
I feel that, bro. I feel what we seen, bro. As fans, bro, we get spoiled with shit that's not. We look, okay, first of all, we black. So shit we see in the hood ain't normal. First of all, growing up, the shit we seen ain't normal. That ain't fucking normal. Second of all, watching a motherfucker run for 2,000 yards, that ain't normal.
It's not normal. It's not normal, but it's not gonna pop off the screen. But oh man, he's doing something special. I seen this shit.
I'm gonna say this, Zion.
How many times you seen a motherfucker be fifth in all time doing this shit? So even if that was in 2017, Rashad Penny at San Diego State ran for over 2,000. He's already over what Rashad Penny did in 2017. He's fifth on the list.
Okay, can I ask you, Chubby and Cliff? Okay, he gonna get the yards. Is he gonna have them?
Melvin Gordon did it in 2014 at Wisconsin.
And did he? No, I'm saying, is Ashton Genty gonna win the Heisman?
Ashton Genty?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know because the running backs are devalued all over football.
Exactly.
But they're making a push. They're making a push now because you can see in the NFL some quarterbacks ain't even fucking throwing for over 200 yards in a game, can barely get 250 off in a game, and their running backs is carrying them like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry carrying the fucking Baltimore Ravens. Fucking what? Somebody back there.
Okay, outside of the Oregon game, I'm gonna give you the Oregon game because that was stiff competition.
Okay.
Outside the Oregon game and maybe the UNLV game, what other stiff competition he's facing?
I don't know, cause you gotta figure, like, you got a defensive coordinator that knows this motherfucker is a good ass running back. They're game planning to stop him. I don't care who the team is. They're game planning to stop Ashton Jeanty.
Okay,
and he's still breaking through and doing that. Like, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing, bro.
Cliff.
Yeah.
Would Ashton Jeanty run for 200 yards against Notre Dame?
Nah.
Okay, then.
Not 200, but you know what? Even though our defense was good, I think he'll get 100.
He's doing this shit against. I'm not going against G5 schools. He's doing this shit against fucking lower level talent. If he's doing this shit against the SEC and the Big Ten, he's not doing that every week, Chubb. We know this shit, bro. Come on, bro. Chubb. You are from Pennsylvania, bro. Y'all known for hard hitting, running the football.
I get that. I get he ain't gonna do that versus everybody. But what I'm saying is that if you're game planning to stop him, I don't give. You're game planning to stop him. Yeah, he doing it versus he did it at what? Colorado.
He's doing it against Portland State and San Jose. Bro, they struggled against San Jose State last week, bro.
I get it, bro. He can't help who his schedule is, bro. He can't help that, but he's
they struggle against San Jose State,
and we can't go. You can't go and discredit the man for what he's
I'm not
doing.
discrediting him, bro, but he not winning Heisman over what we seen Mr. Hunter do.
I'm not saying that he's going to win I didn't say that. My argument, my pushback simply is that what he's doing is amazing. Period.
Oh no, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's
who is he doing it against? Because you can't get a running back to get 200 yards on a Portland State out of nowhere. Like, he's an amazing running back. Like, you can go get a running back, like you making it sound like you can just go get any running back and put them in the Mountain West, and they're going to run for over 2,000 yards, get 2,300 yards in a season. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, though.
So, all right. So, what if? Okay, and this is a what if, and this is just hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
If Shedeur force-fed Travis all game, didn't pass it to Wester, Shepard, or none of them. He just force-fed Travis all game. How many yards do you think he would have for the?
I don't know. I don't know that.
At the end of the season, how much yards would he have at the end of the season, bro?
I don't know.
You know what? I can't say he'll have a whole lot because defensive coordinators will start really rolling.
Training, bro.
But you got to understand, though, he's starting off 7 yards in the backfield. He already starting off negative yards.
Right. Yeah, he's good. He's facing 8-man boxes. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. 8-man. That's what I'm saying. You're game planning to stop a running back that's already starting off in the negative range before he even gets his snap. It's already starting off -6. So, hey, he got to take 6 steps. He got to run 6 yards before he even gets back to the line of scrimmage to get a yard.
You know what was more impressive to me than watching the Boise State game? Watching Georgia Tech run for fucking 300 yards against that Georgia defense, bro.
I give you that.
That's more impressive. Haynes King was out there looking like Johnny Manziel yesterday, bro. Tell me what.
Impressive. I'm just saying that Ashton Jeanty, he's a good running back.
No, Ashton Jeanty is a beast, bro. I'm not taking it away from the young man. I want him to win the Doak Walker. I want him to.
He's gonna win that.
He's gonna win that. But when it comes to the Heisman, bro, the nigga Travis dropped 2 picks yesterday, bro. That hit him in his hands, Chubby.
So Travis Hunter is your front runner for the Heisman Trophy right now. I'm guessing.
I have to give it. I've never seen this shit, bro.
Because coaches never let their players do it.
In my 37,
they rarely let their players do it, and I'm not taking that from Travis. Hey, Travis is a beast, man. I ain't gonna get into that. That's an argument you can't win with nobody. It's the truth. You can't win that Travis Hunter argument with nobody because no coaches let their players do that.
So, in my 37 years of life, bro, I've never seen a motherfucker start on offense, start on defense, kill it on offense, and then go on defense. They don't want to throw at him. When they throw at him, he's picking the ball, bro. He dropped 2 picks yesterday. He would have had 3 picks yesterday, bro. 3.
All right, so and then that same argument that you just said. Look at the fucking quarterbacks that's throwing against Travis Hunter, though. Travis Hunter ain't playing against no fucking top level quarterbacks.
Okay, I got this. What was Oklahoma State projected at coming into the season?
Fuck what they projected at. What the fuck are they doing? We ain't talking about what they projected at. We talking about what they doing. And Alan Bowman was trash before the season. He was a top quarterback before the season started.
No, that ninth year senior wasn't supposed to be playing. He's too old. He's a grown ass man.
Yeah, Alan Bowman wasn't supposed to be playing. Alan Bowman wasn't supposed to be fucking playing out there, period. He was trash before the fucking preseason rankings came out. Alan Bowman was doo-doo. So what quarterback says is throwing against Travis Hunter though? So what you want to do is go with his receiver stats, right? Because you got Kobe Johnson and the two cornerbacks that he just played against at Kansas. They're supposed to be the best cornerbacks, but the quarterbacks that's throwing against Travis who are they?
We can say the same. Hey, we can say the same thing about the Big Ten.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like that's what. I'm using this shit against you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what you did for Ashton Jeanty. You could do that with everybody. He's performing. You can't take that from Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's a fucking beast.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But when I'm seeing you go against Portland, you putting them all them against State and fucking. I can't even name the other schools, bro, because I don't want Wyoming. Come on now, bro.
Right, I feel you, bro. But that the quarterbacks that throwing against him are the equivalents of those teams.
You're right. It's a wide gap between Shedeur and the next best quarterback in the Big 12.
That does not take it away from Travis Hunter and what Travis Hunter is picking the ball off because they're throwing it his fucking way and he's turning and he's getting the takeaways and he's performing at receiver. I'm not taking nothing away from him. So what Travis Hunter is doing is amazing. It's phenomenal. You can't take that from him. He can't help his schedule. He can't quarterbacks that he's playing against. He can't help that. But he's doing what he's doing. And I think that Travis Hunter is going to probably win the Heisman Trophy. He has a very good shot of winning the Heisman Trophy at this point. Like, I think so.
Can I ask you something, Chubby? And this is for you and Cliff. Do you think that the committee for the Thorpe fucked up?
Who's the front runner for the Thorpe? The Thorpe is the defense, right?
DB. The generic is defense overall. The Thorpe is DB. At DB, they put two safeties and a corner. They put Malachi Starks, Caleb Downs, and the dude from Texas.
Damn, I don't even think they was the best safeties in college football, though. That's crazy. When we look at it like that, because I don't even think they were the best.
How you put two safeties over this man, bro? How? I like Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs ain't better than Travis, bro.
No Williams from California wasn't up there for the Jim Thorpe. Mello Dotson got 5 picks. He's in a Power 5. Michael Powell from Miami got 5 picks.
Bro,
looking at right.
Bro, that Cal DB got 7 interceptions, bro. He wasn't
like 7. He wasn't even in it. That's crazy to me.
And Will Johnson was projected as the number 1 DB coming into this year, bro.
That's crazy. And look, Caleb Downs and them, they're way down on the list. I thought the Jim Thorpe Award, Travis Hunter should have absolutely been a finalist. He's somewhere in the top I want to say top 30. Travis Hunter is somewhere up in there, maybe.
But he missed half a game too.
Yeah, he's somewhere up in there as far as picks go. But yeah, when you talk about the best DB, I'm thinking the best. What makes a DB the best DB? What's the first thing you look at in the DB for him to be the best in any league?
I don't consider interceptions because I read something where if a quarterback is throwing at you as a DB, that's not a good thing.
Okay. So interceptions, you don't want to look at interceptions, right? All right.
Look
So
at interceptions. You gotta look at you gotta look at PBUs and how much touchdowns he's
okay.
giving.
Okay. So the passes batted. Okay. So Trey Almost from Mississippi got 13 of those. Travis has 11 of those. And there's Clarence Lewis from Syracuse that has 11 of those. And Amori McCoy got 12 of those. So that and then the second thing.
Where's Malachi Starks at? Where's that Texas DB at? The Texas DB, and where's Caleb Downs? I don't see them on none of them lists.
Nah, they're not on that. They're not
So
on that at all.
So it's favoritism, basically. It's basically the school that's that's going to the CFP. Let's put them in there and fuck over this young man and what he got going on, bro. That's unfair, my nigga. That's fucking up.
It is. But I don't think that, nobody threw at Travis. I give you that. Could you argue on tape? I don't know. I don't know. But could you say that he ain't really want to hit nobody that was worthy of hitting? I don't know.
Well, only argument I really got for Caleb Downs is he plays down in the box more. I mean, as far as being a safety. But I mean, we all know the best cover corner. Well, even though he didn't get too many tries, it was Travis. I mean, we can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that at all. You know what I'm saying? So I think he should have been one of the finalists.
Yeah.
And I think it like Zion said, just a little bit biased, because that's saying a lot if teams are afraid to throw at you.
Yeah.
Especially on the collegiate level. You know, Starks was supposed to be the best corner. They've been throwing at him all year.
He's a safety.
He a safety. Who was that then? What's the name from Kansas?
We just talked about him.
Mello Dawson and Kobe and Kobe.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They've been throwing at them, all year. So it's like
shit too.
Bro, Travis went for 125 on them, bro. 2 touchdowns.
See, this is what makes Travis exceptional to me. When he's on offense, if you're not a smart defensive coordinator, he's going to kill you. You have to roll coverage to him.
Yeah,
you have to.
Yeah, he's a damn good. He's a better receiver to me than corner, but
the thing with Travis is, and Yaka attest to it, his high point of the football, bro. I play wide receiver, bro. His high point as a wide receiver as a DB is crazy. Because there's no DB that's gonna get higher than him. The motherfucker's jumping out the gym. So when you throw up that 50-50 ball, he coming down with it.
So who's gonna be the best receiver in college football at this point?
It's a toss-up, bro, because they might give it to T-Mac, or they might give it. They're not gonna give it to that San Jose wide receiver, because they're gonna. I doubt it.
Nick Nash has been balling, but he's playing against the competition, I guess. Whatever. What's that award called? The
Biletnikoff.
The Biletnikoff Trophy. Travis Hunter. I mean, he's
T-Mac and Travis, bro.
He got it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Trucking.
None. I was gonna say that he's a top 10, top 5 as receiver. He's top 5 as a receiver, and as a DB, I would have to still put, even though he don't have all the interceptions for the stats that nobody want to throw at him, I would still say he's in the top 10 for receivers. So, I mean, at DB, so that makes a strong push for him to be the MVP. I mean, you know what I mean? He gotta get the Heisman at this point, because I mean, he's top 10 in 2 different categories.
But Chubb, you don't want your DB having all them tackles though, bro. DB's okay. Cliff said this a couple weeks ago. Cliff, you said this a couple weeks ago. As a defensive back, you don't want your number 1 DB, the number 1 shutdown, Revis Island, whatever you want to call him, with all them tackles, bro. That's not a good sign.
Right.
I get it. But when you got to hit, you got to hit.
No, you got to hit. But we've seen the motherfucker. He putting his nose in there and he's hitting.
I didn't really. I don't know. Maybe I gotta watch the film again. But I think
Watch the film, bro.
when Devin Neal was running that ball, I wouldn't want to hit Devin Neal neither if I was Travis.
Did you watch that Baylor game today?
Baylor? Yeah. No, I didn't. I seen some of it. I didn't watch the whole game though. But I
Devin
seen.
Neal was doing the same shit he was doing to Colorado, bro. The only thing is Baylor just put that leather Texas belt on and went to work.
It was hitting his ass. It was hitting his ass. Them DBs was hitting him. That's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, as a DB, you gotta hit at some point. Like, I mean, look, Sauce Gardner's getting exposed for that right now in the NFL. He's a damn good cover, damn good cover corner,
but
damn good. But that motherfucker don't want to hit a damn fly with a fly swatter.
You know what it is? Everyone want that big hit. They don't want to wrap up, bro. Silman Craig had him. I see people that play football. You gonna know as a DB when you square up on your opponent, bro. Ain't no motherfucking trying to hit stick him or none of that.
I just said that, KMS. I just said that. What quarterback has Travis played to test him? Not one, because the Big 12 got trash quarterback. I said that earlier, KMS. I said that earlier. You probably missed it, but I've said that earlier. But defer. What's up? What's up with the with the rankings, man? Like, I mean, so at this point, who do we actually like? Who goes in and who's out? Like, who do we think? Like, because I don't know what the score is right now.
Miami's out.
Who?
Miami's out.
Oh man, that's a hurt piece, man. That is, man. That's a hurt piece.
If they drop Bama from 7 to 13, what do you think they're gonna do to Miami?
They putting belt to ass on for God damn. I'm not. Go ahead.
If they drop, look at that Florida game. My God. Hey, remember? Hey, Cliff. You remember that shit we was talking about Florida? You remember all that shit we was talking about Florida? And look at them now, bro. They about to win 7 games. That ain't that about to be. Hey, Chubby, ain't that about a bitch? We was saying that this man was gonna lose. I said it. We said it. This man was gonna lose his job in the middle of the season.
You were about to lose your job. One more time. Now you were about to lose your job. And now he said
remember we said he's gonna lose his job, and look what this man's doing now. He's about to go win 7 games and get every recruit and the porter he wants.
He said the same thing about Dave Aranda too. People was calling for Dave Aranda's job too. At Baylor, he saved his job too.
Baylor won 8 fucking games, bro.
Yeah.
Yep, he saved his job too. Dave Aranda damn sure saved his job.
That CU win looking kind of good right now.
For who?
I said that CU win against Baylor looking kind of good right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I would have to say so. Yeah.
Because I think what was it? Truck and they only lost once since they lost to Colorado.
No, they won 6 straight.
Yeah, Baylor been putting belt to A. They've been beating everybody, and they be going BTA on people, and they scoring like over 42.
Scoring like 40, 50 on folks.
They putting big numbers on people.
They putting big belt.
Yeah, they telling you to go outside and get the 3 switches. You heard, Cliff. They break the switches up on them. Go pick your switch.
Hey, that CSU win looking kind of good too. Look at their record.
Oh, who?
Look at Colorado State record, bro.
Oh yeah, Colorado State balling. They 6-1 in the Mountain West. They only lost one Mountain West game. They balling. They balling. Mm-hmm. Yep. If they played CU without their best receiver though.
Just they lost that game regardless.
No excuses. CU was still gonna be a lot better team than what we thought they was gonna be, man. Like SCU is playing a lot better than what they doing. That's because they're doing exactly what a lot of us been hollering for the past year and a half. They've actually established somewhat of a run game. They addressed that offensive line. They addressed that defensive line. That defensive line has been playing lights out under Damian Lewis and Warren Sapp over there. They've done a fantastic job with improving that front seven. It still was some shoddy safety play going on over there at CU that probably will get fixed. I'm guessing soon here.
How
That
you
needs to be
feel
fixed.
about Nebraska?
Oh man, I felt like Nebraska, right where Nebraska was going to be. I didn't jump on that train after they beat CU. I did not jump on that Nebraska train. I left that at the station, bro.
Hey, Nebraska had me fooled, bro. Because I looked at their schedule and I was like, yo, they might not win. They might not lose another game until they play Ohio State, bro.
I knew it. They in the Big Ten. They in the Big Ten, dog. Like they not. I just didn't jump on that. They got a rookie. They got a rookie quarterback, true freshman quarterback in the Big Ten. Now, if he come back, I think that Dylan Raiola could absolutely be the best quarterback the Big Ten has seen in a while, to be honest. But I don't know if they're gonna keep him up there.
They ain't got though outside of him. That's gonna be good next year.
They ain't got no weapons to get. They ain't had no weapons. But young Barney, I think he another freshman that was over there, number 17, that receiver they had. That receiver they got, I think he another freshman.
But Nebraska about to lose those two bookend D linemen in the interior.
Oh yeah, they gone. They gone. And they talking about he had second. The Polar Bears is second round picks. I think they might go in the first. Hey, they got the size. They got the size, but second round, they say they late second round.
Maybe second, third. I don't see first, bro. It's too much dogs that's coming out for them to hit.
Yeah, you think it's heavy. This running back class is heavy this year. Yeah, see, Baylor beat them. They beat.
Do y'all got Genty going in the first round? I don't. Me and my cousin talked about this. Why I don't?
I got him going late first round. Yeah, I just got him going late first round. Hey, trucking. I'm gonna finish this food, bro. I'm gonna get up with y'all later. Hopefully, I can catch y'all before y'all get off. I know you might not be on too long.
Yeah, go do what you do.
Yeah, let me go on and do this. Zion, come on back. I want to holler at you and see you tomorrow. And we'll talk later, brothers.
All right, bro.
All right.
The game's getting closer right now in the third quarter. Kansas State is right up on Iowa State, 21-24 right now. And then Texas A&M just scored. So
but look at LSU and Iowa and Oklahoma. Like
that's crazy.
They showed up against Bama, but they losing to LSU. I'll tell you.
That's just football for you this year, man. Hey, it's just been crazy. This year has just been wild, man. This year has been wild. Look, Akron beat Toledo. Like, what are we like? That's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Akron beat Toledo 21-14.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this season has been crazy. Crazy. The season's been wild. Up and down everywhere. Every conference. Everywhere, man. Everywhere. Liberty lost. They choked. They gave up their hopes. They lost 3 games this year.
Sam Houston State is not a bad team, bro.
Who?
Sam Houston State, who they lost to, is not a bad team.
No. They're good. Sam Houston State's good. But I'm just saying, like, Liberty, that people had Liberty to come out of the Conference USA undefeated this year. A lot of the so-called professionals, you know what I mean? Stanford lost to San Jose State. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Stanford ain't good this year, though.
No, they not. But San Jose, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, they're very one-dimensional. They're straight like air raids. Like, they're straight that way, bro.
They're like CU. They're like CU. They're like 95% pass.
Yes, I was about to say even worse. Like, they barely run the ball, bro, and it's crazy. And they smacked them like that. You know, I'm gonna play a couple of these videos, man. Then we can get on up out of here, Zion, and everybody that came through. Indiana, the best Big Ten team. KMS said Indiana versus Ohio State was a fluke.
You tripping, my nigga. Indiana is not the best team in the Big Ten. Stop it.
You got an argument there. I like the way that they balled out and that they doing things. I think they learned.
Do you got Indiana beating Oregon? I don't. If they were to play, I
I
don't.
don't think they could beat Oregon. I think they could make the game close. I would hope that they would make the game close. They definitely got the talent, they got the coaching. I just don't, I don't know why they didn't show up that Ohio State game, man. I don't
I
know.
know why.
What's
I know exactly why.
why.
That moment got too big for him, and that it is what it is. The better team came to play and put that belt.
You know
I've
who
been
the best
saying
running back in college football is?
the same way I've been saying about Miami, bro. Miami has been
This dude
teetering.
right here. This dude right here. Look at him. Look at him get busy. Look at him get busy. Look at him. Look at him.
They don't
Look
want
at him.
tackle, bro.
Caleb Johnson got busy on Nebraska. He got busy on Nebraska, bro.
Can you imagine?
Off.
Can you imagine him at Boise State?
He went off. Yeah, he probably be doing the same thing.
Okay.
He be doing the same thing. I get it, bro. I get it, bro. I get what you're saying, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine what could we imagine what Caleb Downs or Will Johnson would be doing if they was in the Big 12?
Ooh, they'll be eating, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. Though. They ain't even shake his hand. Matt Rule ain't even want to shake their hand. That's what that video was about. They ain't even want to shake their hand.
Are they want their
Nah. See, that's what he's saying right here. Hold on. Let me go back and play it. See, look. I'll play it real quick.
Hey, where's the head coach at? Zoom in on their head coach, not shaking our hands.
Oh, Matt Rule.
Yeah, he ain't want to shake their hand. Ain't no way he want to shake their hand. So he ran up to everybody.
But that reflects what his players. I seen a video of his play, before the coin toss, and they didn't want to shake the players' hands. That video right there.
Yeah,
that one on the right.
Yeah,
that right there solidified them losing the game.
Yeah. See, they didn't want to shake nobody's hand at the beginning of the game, and they ain't do it after the game neither. Yeah, they ain't do it after the game neither. Yeah. And
I get it. It's a rivalry, bro. But come on now, bro. Sportsmanship, my nigga.
Man, I get it. It was a full-blown rivalry, and they got BTA. They only lost by 3, but that game was a lot more what you want to call. But and then there was a fight, that Ohio State fight. Y'all seen that?
Hey, that's what I want to talk to you about, right? I was watching it, I was talking to my cousin, and he was outside doing some shit. And he was like, I was like, yo, they just pepper sprayed them. They just pepper sprayed the Michigan players. He said, for real? I said, yeah, bro. I don't know if you seen the video where they was jumping that Ohio State player. You seen it?
I got it. I got the video. They
were literally like whooping his ass on the ground.
I don't think I got that video. I don't got that video. I think I got one of them. Hold on. And then
go look at it.
It was just disrespectful all over college football today. He put the pitchfork in the Arizona State came out, put the pitchfork in the middle of their logo. Lamonius Craig from CU came out and he grabbed the stick. And then you got your boy, what else happened? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell y'all.
That's nasty work.
Gus Malzahn, he resigned to become the new offensive coordinator at Florida State.
That's nasty right there, bro.
He going to Florida State. Gus Malzahn is going to Florida State. It said right here. That's from Barstool. They saying what?
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Pete Thamel, a college football senior writer for ESPN Insider for College Game Day. He's coming from him. That's the source. So this ain't no fucking.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed, bro.
Right. Yeah.
That's nasty. That's nasty right there, bro.
Gus Malzahn leaving UCF to go to Florida State.
You think his players gonna follow him?
I think so. Florida State is where a lot of those Florida guys going to be. I think that helps with a lot of recruiting. A lot of the recruits that he lost after that CU ass whooping, I think they would rather go to Florida State and play for Florida State than in a Big 12 for a UCF. Although I do think that UCF is on the uptick. Florida schools, period, because there's so much Florida talent. You know what I mean? But I still think that the recruiting is better at Florida State versus UCF, right? But there's been fights all over college football today with rivalries. Some of y'all. This is the North Carolina and UNC going at it. They actually rumbling. Yeah, they fighting. He on the ground fighting. They fighting.
Hey, Chubb, something was in the water today, bro.
Them rivalry games. And they trying to come out and put a flag on they trying to come out and put your flag on my field. That ain't happening. I ain't gonna let that happen. I ain't mad at nobody for that. But they rumbling today. Everybody out here fighting. Look, yeah, he took his flag and threw it. You see it? Threw that joint. Don't be coming out here with no flag. Look, coming out here with no flag. Throw that shit in the stands. Get that out of here. And we gonna fight. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's old-fashioned football right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And this that Michigan fight right here, right?
It's right. Where's it at? Damn. Right there, Chop. You see them? They jumping him.
Him right here, right? He fall number 91.
Look, they whooping his ass.
Look.
They was whooping his ass on the ground.
Yeah. It went down today. It went down today, bro. It went down. And then you're gonna hear a bunch of people out here. Oh, all the fights in college football. Like, man, nobody care, man. This is football, man. It get like that sometimes, man. Like, don't be like this. They're like, if you don't want your kid playing football, they don't have your kid play football. But by all means, do not ruin the sport for everybody else that loves this sport. We love this sport the way it is.
I love that shit.
If you want your kid to do something, there's plenty of things to put your kids in, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of things. Like for me personally, I love football. I got a football player in the house. He played JV and varsity this year. Shout out to my son Javante. He'll be playing varsity strictly next year, going to the 11th grade. And my small one, I let him make the decision to play football or not. But if he go and play, I told him, it ain't no pity pat sport. You got to go out there and go full throttle, full speed, every single play. Because if you don't, you wind up getting hurt on the field. You got to be prepared for that.
R.I.P. to that young man that lost his life, bro.
Who's that?
That young man, I guess he got it. I think he hurt himself like a couple weeks ago, and he ended up passing away.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, but it's a gladiator sport, man. They putting their life on the line for that, and you got to be aware of that. Like, and that's the reason why I really didn't. My son, who just played, he's kind of a late bloomer because I didn't get him into football till he was like 12 years old, right? And part of the reason for me was, and I grew up playing football. And I love football. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the things that the head brain injury wise and all that stuff. You think about that, but I'm not going to vote against other kids being to play football because we got to remember that these sports save some of our kids from being out there on the streets committing crimes and doing dumb shit. Like sports save a lot of lives too. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how brutal it can get and everything. But that shit is an escape for a lot of other kids, man. And we got to keep that in mind before we keep trying to keep making this shit soft. And that's what I wanted to say. And that's why I'm pulling up these fights out here right now, because it is what it is, man. These fights, like it is what it's part of the game.
That same shit we showing right now, it happens in high school games, bro. It just they don't publicize it.
Yeah, it's a fight. It's a rivalry game. Our emotions is riding high. You got a bunch of young men that you know what I'm saying really don't know or familiar with themselves just yet, and that type of thing that happen. And the worst man to deal with is an emotional man. I don't care who you is. If you're dealing with an emotional man, that's the most dangerous man on the world, as an emotional man, because he's liable to take everybody out. It is. Am I lying? Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying out there?
You ain't lying, bro. But Chubb, I'm about to go finish watching this game,
Go
bro.
ahead, do what you do, bro. I appreciate you coming through, Zion. Y'all make sure that y'all show Zion some love. He came up here on the panel with me. I appreciate you, Zion, man. Go ahead. Appreciate you, brother. Salute.
All right, brother. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, I will. Devin said, do you think in the Indiana Fever are going to make the playoffs next season? I think so. I think so, Devin. I think the Indiana Fever will make the playoffs next season. I think that they're primed to do that. I think that I look, I'm man, I think they got it. They'll add one more piece and they'll be right there. They'll add another piece. I think they just need a big and they'll be right there, man. I honestly do. Angel Reese and how can I forget my girl's name, man? Kaylin Clark. Kaylin Clark and Angel Reese is like you can't have one without the other. You need one and to go hand in hand. And I think that they're going to put the whole women's basketball culture on their back and take it to another level. That's what I'm hoping they'll do anyway, right? But they try to put the racial divide in between there. But no, I'm a big Caitlin Clark fan. She's a beast. She's always going to be a beast. And look, it's crazy. It's crazy. To be honest with you, I talk and say things that other people don't say, but I don't know. I kind of think they hate on them because they're straight women or what? I don't know. I don't get it. And I'm just asking a question. I'm not knocking nobody or anything like that, but they're marketable. Kids love them, and I do think that the Indiana Fever will make the playoffs next year. They need a big. And I think they'll get one, and they'll be right there up in there, right up in there for sure. You said the refs need to. Devin said the refs need to let football players fight like they do in hockey. Facts, man. Let them get it out. But you know what I'm saying? In football, in hockey, if you check too hard, I think that's kind of a penalty. I don't know for sure. You know what I mean? I got to do a lot more research on that. But on a football field, yeah, you get to take that anger out. It's just emotions, man. And you got to be aware of that as a parent and prepare your kids for that level of intensity and the rigor that their body's going to go through and everything, and make sure that they're ready to do that. Like, don't force that upon your kid because your kid may not be aggressive enough, or some parents put them in there because they say they need to be tougher. Put his ass in taekwondo or karate if you need to be tougher. It's disciplined. You got to be tough in the mind because the workouts will have you crying alone. You know what I'm saying? And put them in stuff like that. There's other things to put your kid in besides the sport, football, and then get mad at the coach or mad at a different player or another parent because his player is bigger than your kid and he smacked your kid from left to right or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, I see parents doing that all the time too. They get mad. Kids is big, and a lot of these leagues cheat, and I don't understand why they do cheat. Like, why you got a 9-year-old that's 150 fucking pounds playing against other 9-year-olds that are 70, 80 pounds. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, they ain't in high school just yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get shit like that. Like, you can't run the ball, but you can block, big boy. You 150 pounds. Even if you are fast enough to run the ball. Like, who the fuck gonna tackle you at 9 when you 150 fucking pounds? You know what I'm saying? Like damn. I don't know. But you said let them duke it out and spend the rest of the player in the penalty box. Like, I get that. And they're gonna spend this shit come Monday or tomorrow. They're gonna spin this every which way they can come Monday. Oh, they were fighting on the field. Like, man, it's rivalry games. It's football. Stop doing that, man. It is what it is, man. It's over and done with. After they fought each other on the field after the rivalry game, they probably called each other laughing about it. Like, man, hey dog, you know I wasn't gonna let you plant that flag on my field. Like, I don't care how much I fuck with you. You was not about to put no fucking Michigan flag on my Ohio State field after y'all beat us by fucking 3. It wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I know, dog. Yeah, I know. I was just trying to see what y'all was gonna do. Well, we did what we did. Your head, all right. You know, I seen Big Z give you a right hook to the face and you all right. You know what I mean, man? It's all in fun, man. But y'all, man, I love kicking it, man. I love everybody. Devin, I see you a new face, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, man. I'm dropping everything, man. I appreciate everybody that came through tonight to come kick it with me. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all late games and y'all NFL games tomorrow. And make sure y'all hit the notification bell because I'm on the weekends and I may drop a video during the week. I work, I do other things. It's up to y'all and how much y'all gonna see me. The more y'all keep watching, the more y'all keep tuning in and liking, the more I'll keep coming out here. But until then, man, I gotta go. I gotta pay the bills, dog. I gotta do it. I got to. The family come first. But look, I love kicking it with y'all too, man. But until then, y'all, peace and love. Stay up. Sucker free. Hey. Another